from the capital city of Charleston, West Virginia, this is Inside West Virginia Politics with Mark Curtis. Inside West Virginia Politics is brought to you by AARP West Virginia, your ally for real possibilities in the Mountain State.
Welcome to Inside West Virginia Politics. I'm Adrienne Robbins. Mark Curtis will be joining us shortly. We are starting off our show this week with our conversation on the opioid crisis and combating that crisis. One of the biggest players to fight this crisis for our state here in West Virginia is obviously U.S. Attorney Mike Stuart for the Southern District of West Virginia. Doing good. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Obviously, your office is staying very busy. Tell me about some of the projects that you guys have been working on these past few months.
Well, in the limited time we have, I cannot tell you about all the projects. We've been incredibly busy. We have a record number, historic numbers in terms of new resources coming to the district. We stay incredibly busy. We work awfully hard, but we've been really focused on the opiate crisis, of course, given what we've seen in the Southern District of West Virginia. But whether it's physicians, whether it's pharmacies, we just shut down a pharmacy in Oak Hill, about a month ago, or drug dealers. We've been really focused on trying to make sure that we create an environment that's safe for businesses to thrive and for our communities to grow, and that's just critically important.
And obviously you have to partner with local law enforcement, state law enforcement. How important are those partnerships and making sure that we're all working together to fight against the opioid crisis?
Well, I think one of the best things we've done since I took over as U.S. Attorney is build these partnerships. That's what it's about, and we couldn't do it by ourselves. Federal, state, local, but just not federal, state, local here. I was just in meetings earlier this week with the city of Akron and the Northern District of Ohio to make sure we shut down that pipeline, those interstates that flow between Ohio, Michigan, Pennsylvania, and West Virginia. So I work awfully close with my fellow U.S. attorneys in those districts, but also law enforcement in those districts. We're just not a one-trick pony that's working in Huntington or Beckley or Charleston. We understand that drugs, for the most part, are coming from other places. So we have to be proactive, and we've got to make sure that we're doing our work in Akron, Ohio, that we're doing our work in Detroit, Michigan, but we're also doing our work right here. And we've been very tough on drug dealers. I will say, since I took over as U.S. Attorney, the average length of sentence has doubled. Make no apologies for this. But at the same time, we also understand that you can't arrest your way out of this crisis. I say to folks, though, we can't hug our way out of this crisis. We need to be very tough to drug dealers. They've caused great harm and havoc on our streets, so we have to be tough. We have the highest rate of immediate detention in the country. What's that mean? When we arrest a drug dealer, you're not going back on the streets and bonded out. We push immediately to have you locked up pending your trial or a resolution of that case. Highest rate in the country. So we're very tough on drug dealers, but at the same time, we try to get the message out that if you're somebody struggling with substance abuse disorder, if you're a mom or dad that has a child that's fighting so hard under this crisis, we want you to get treatment, and we want you to get treatment today. I tell you, I'll pull out of my pocket, I don't know if this will work for television, but I carry these every day, and these are the pictures of the kids and the people who have suffered so badly. And you can see that when I started in this job, it was one or two pictures. I've got stacks of pictures of beautiful people, not rich or poor, not black or white. This is a picture of America. We're in this together, and I believe we'll win this together. There's no one right solution to this crisis, but I'm absolutely committed to the belief that if we work together, that's community leaders, treatment officials, folks in the treatment community, the medical community, and law enforcement. If we work together, we will solve this crisis, and it's the beginning of solving the challenges of West Virginia.
And obviously, all counties are dealing with these challenges, but recently we saw Fayette County get the designation as a high drug trafficking area. A lot of people were confused by that title, but this was really something that they had to work for to get the federal grant money to help them with this crisis. Talk about your partnerships with local law enforcement down there and how they ended up with this money and what they can do with it now to continue to fight down there.
Yeah, so this is not a challenge just for bigger areas like Charleston and Huntington and Beckley or Bluefield. This is a challenge for rural West Virginia, for smaller places all across the Southern District of West Virginia, all across West Virginia for that matter. We work awfully closely with places like Fayette County with that new HIDTA designation, which stands for High Intensity Drug Trafficking Area. Now, there's some folks who will say, geez, it's just terrible that they had to get that designation. Every county in West Virginia wants that designation, but you have to have an existing infrastructure. You have to have a team of folks committed to working with the U.S. Attorney's Office and federal resources so we can combat this challenge. Places like Fayette County have done an incredible job. And we understand even in fact, I wore a tie that matches Alex Miller in Roane County. And I know he died on the football field, and it's a challenge that breaks all of our hearts. But you know, we're not divorced from what happens in our communities on an everyday basis. The opiate crisis is one of those challenges that we face. But we understand here in the Southern District of West Virginia, we're working awfully hard to build an economy. We've got to deal with the opiate crisis. So many challenges that we face. I play one small role in trying to fix West Virginia, but my partners play a critical role in that as well.
Thank you so much, U.S. Attorney Mike Stuart. Thank you for being here. I'm sure big things coming out of your office very soon.
I appreciate the time being here.
And we're going to have much more Inside West Virginia Politics coming up next.